Sun, Moon, Rising. Sagittarius and Sun, Moon, Rising Gemini. This is your polar opposite reading, relationship reading for today. All right, let's go ahead and see what is happening for my Sagittarius and Gemini polar opposite collective. Okay. Alrighty. Again, Sun, Moon, Rising, Sagittarius, and Gemini. Polar opposite relationship reading. Let's see what the cards have in store for you guys. We're going to go ahead and start out with the Knight of Wands. The Tower. Nine of Wands. Four of Cups. My board's acting up. And the World. Oh, God. My board is acting up. What is happening? I'm sorry. My reading board, guys, appears to have a little hole in the bottom of it. Oh, God. Okay. Back to the reading. Knight of Wands, the Tower, Nine of Wands, Four of Cups, and the World. Sun, Moon, Rising, Sagittarius, and Gemini. Your polar opposite reading for today is it's too much stuff going on with you and your person. There's too much interference. Somebody got too many friends in the mix, too many family members, just too much. Somebody in this connection is telling the personal business that should not be told, and it's a topic of discussion. It is a topic of gossip, and you're not going to hear about it. Sun, Moon, Rising, Sag, and Sun, Moon, Rising, Gemini. You're not going to hear about it until it's too late, and you're going to hear about it from hearsay. There are some people who are mad because they wish that they had the relationship you had. They wish that they had the connection that you had. So it's kind of a joyous moment for them to kind of kiki and talk ish about you and your relationship. Okay. And it's hurtful. Even just y'all are getting like these nagging feelings that people are just talking ish. Okay. So this is probably a great time to kind of stop, and next time you have an argument or falling out with your person, before you are real quick to hop on that text message, hop on the phone, meet up for coffee, meet up for brunch, and cry over, crying to your eggs over your glass of wine, you maybe need to kind of stop and assess who you're keeping as company, who you're letting into your more personal relationship life. Faith Evans has in her song "You Gets No Love From Me" one of my favorite lines. She says, "I'm the one they talk about, problems in my life, something, 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 but problems in my life, don't discuss them." It was very private. She was a very private person. There are a lot of look at your favorite whoever. I don't know if these are your favorite celebrities, but these names just popped up: Beyonce and Jay-Z, Faith. Anybody that you think of that's really that's out there but really super private, like you're like, I don't never hear nothing about them. That's how you need to carry your relationship situations moving forward. Okay, because people are enjoying the fuckery, the shit show that you're currently going through right now. Ace of Wands, Two of Swords, Ace of Cups, ooh, and Eight of Cups. Oh, goodness. Sun, Moon, Rising, Sag, and Sun, Moon, Rising, Geminis. Okay. So it's crazy. Sag energy, Gemini energy, right here, as the first two cards that popped out. I would say it's definitely better to just focus on making things right as opposed to complaining about them, or as opposed to finding some kind of fault with your partner, some kind of fault with who you are dealing with, and you're feeling like, you know, okay, so I'm gonna say this. There's a saying that says the only person that can make you happy is you when it comes to your relationship. It's not your people who are married. It's not your husband's job. It's not your wife's job to make you happy. It's your job. The same way that it's their job to make them happy. No one can really make you happy if you think about it, because only you know personally what it is that you really want, and only you know personally what makes you truly happy. And you could even write down or tell someone verbatim, listen, you have to do this for me to be happy. And they may even try to emanate exactly what it is, produce exactly what it is that you said you need, and it'll still be something, because what's that saying? If you need something done, do it yourself. Or can't nobody do it better than me. Or, you guys know what I'm talking about. So this is a situation of it's not saying that your partner is not supposed to work at keeping the relationship in a good place on their end, but don't expect them to make you happy. If you're not happy in the relationship, take a look, truly sit down and figure out what it is, and then do what you need to do to change it. This may call for a break. You may need to, separate. You may need to break up for a brief amount of time. Not necessarily forever, but there you guys may need to spend some time by yourself and pour into yourselves, so you can actually see if this is a relationship that you want to be in, or if it's truly time to move on and find other things. People change on a daily basis. This could have been a situation of change, in yourself. Your person might have changed, and it could happen as soon as the very next day or years. Everyone is different. Everyone's personal life journey is different. But it's looking like, because you just have had too much to be upset about and bitch moan and complain about, which means you're not happy. You're really not. Even when things seem good, it's very short lived, and then it's back to the rat race of, oh, they get on my nerves. Oh my god, I'm so unhappy. Oh, what am I doing? Oh my god, what? Like Tyler Perry, why did I get married? And then your friend's like, why did I get married too? Tyler Perry movie joke. But you see what I'm saying? This is something that has to be fixed within self. And people break up all the time. Okay, Three of Pentacles. People break up all the time. It's not the end of the world. And sometimes people need to take a break to either come back full circle and end up with the person that you were with when both you guys have worked through some things. Or wow, 4 of Wands just popped up, foundation. But yeah, this is something that needs to be. I was pulling too many cards. This is something that is calling for a possible break, a possible breathing. There needs to be some breathing. Decisions need to be made. There really needs to be some clarity here. There needs to be a deep conversation. And like I said, you would be surprised sometimes when you're feeling a certain way, like, well, I don't want to say anything because I don't want to make anybody upset or break anybody's heart. You would be surprised. They could very well be feeling the same way you are and really want to take a break as well. So honesty is always the best. Honesty and communication, even if it's hurtful, that kind of pain only lasts temporarily. You being stuck in some fuck shit is forever, especially the longer that you drag it on. Okay. Sagittarius and Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. So Three of Pentacles, Four of Wands, and Judgment. In order to keep that strong foundation in a relationship that you're looking for. Work is required. What is the word I'm looking for? Compromise is required. Kind of one hand feeding, one hand, is it one hand feeds the other? Is it? I don't know. But that's saying one hand. Why? No, not feed. Somebody's hungry. One hand washes the other. I just, oh my God. Yeah, one hand washes the other. Uh, yeah, there needs to be some compromise for a strong foundation. Compromise is required when it comes to good foundation, a strong foundation. And I don't see that there wasn't full compromise. And that could also be one of the things that you've been, one of you have been going back talking about your people that other people are now talking about, gossiping and calling you dumb and laughing at you. Um, that was one of the, I hear like that was one of the main things that was a complaint. I'm always doing everything and I feel alone. And you know what y'all been saying, okay? Um, but to cut back on people judging you. And here's the thing. They're already judging you off of what you've told them in the past. And they're just sitting back eating their popcorn, waiting to just hear some more. And, when you call them, they sound all concerned, like, yeah, oh, that's so awful. Oh, well, tell me more. I'll see if I can give you some good advice. And then as soon as you hang up, you are the talk. You are you are the joke of the evening. Okay. Um, so stop sharing so much. Become more private. And if you do decide that this is a break is the best, don't tell nobody. Let people see you out and about. And if they say, well, what's going on with you and so and so? And we're working through some things. We're working through some things. You know what I mean? Okay. 3 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles, and Knight of Cups. Ooh, okay. Sun, Moon, Rising, Sag, and Gemini. It's definitely time for you to move into a happier space. Heart space, head space, life space. It's time for, instead of you doing all the giving, there needs to be one hand washes the other. 6 of Pentacles is about that giving. Okay. There needs to be a giving, an equal amount of giving. And for those Sun, Moon, Rising Sagittarians and Geminis who actually are on the opposite side of the spectrum and was expecting everything to be handed to you, you know that ain't right. Stop that. Okay, but a solid relationship requires compromise, requires one hand washing the other, give and take, okay? And that is what's going to ensure that you have that the highest levels of satisfaction and love is given to you and you giving it back, right? We have the Star and 5 of Pentacles. Again, some uneven 5 of Pentacles. It's a young lady on the ground screaming while the guy is trying to pull her and she's resisting. It's a resistance. And there needs to the resistance needs to come to an end. All right. There needs to be, again, a balance. There needs to be compromise on both ends. There needs to be even give and take. This, for you, Sun, Moon, Rising Sagittarius and Sun, Moon, Rising Gemini, you guys need evenness. You guys need to feel and know that it's not just you in the relationship, okay? And with the Fool card, some of y'all really feel like you jumped off the cliff in this past relationship and you feel like you're also too just falling. You jumped off of a cliff and now you are falling at breakneck speeds and you want it to stop. Okay, so only you can stop the madness. Only you can say, hey, number one, I'm going to stop telling all my business so people can stop talking about me. And number two, you know, I'm going to do what I need to do to let my person know that enough is a damn enough. And we either going to have to take some time, we're going to have to rework some things. But, you know, ask for what it is that you require. Sun, Moon, Rising, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Gemini, polar opposites. Okay? In your relationships, you have every right to require this. Evenness, happiness, compromise. All right? All right, let's go ahead and get the final message. Cards. Okay. Anxiety. Ooh, anger. And ghost. Come on, y'all. Please leave. Just let it go. Let it go. Like Elsa. If I could sing like her, I would have just built it out. Let it go. Let it go. Let it damn go. Okay? There's a lot of anxiety in this situation. There's a lot of anger, and this is why you're back there running your mouth and everybody talking about you because they know your business. Ghost, you need to just, it has to, some of y'all, in order to break off this relationship, you may just have to ghost the person. Hopefully those of you who need to do the ghosting, sometimes there's no other way to break off some toxic shit than to just boom, let it go. Move away in the middle of the night. Pull a Tina Turner when she got up in the middle of the night. And some of y'all may have some kids. There could be a very toxic, abusive relationship somewhere in here. I hope that's not the case, but this is real life. But yeah, there needs to be an upheaval, and just get your shit and just go. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, did we have Tower on us? No, that was the other reading. I'm sorry, y'all. But just, you know, this is not I want to use the word conducive, so please, I hope I'm using it. This is not conducive for anybody, meaning this is no good. This is not productive. All right, so nobody wants to live in anxiety. Nobody wants to live in anger. Have your stomach all balled up, feeling like you got a bunch of uncooked wet noodles in your shit rolling around, like just stomach balled up. You ain't got no appetite. You feel like you got to shit all the more than you have to. And when it's time for you to go home, you're like, oh Lord, please, I don't want to turn the key to this house, this apartment, this shared communal living space, because I'm ready to kill somebody, namely the person behind this door. Or your person may feel like they're ready to kill you. Either way, there needs to be a readjustment. Okay, Sun, Moon, and Rising, Sag, and Gemini. So that there you have it for your polar opposite relationship reading. I greatly enjoyed spending this time with you in the space, and I'm gonna see you guys the next go round. Okay, y'all take care. Bye.